All right. Okay, well, earlier today I had the chance to chat with Mark Osterstock, who's the president of our host for today's show, whose booth we are in, Q-Mark Manufacturing. And Mark and I took a look at Q-Mark's really impressive line of Styli in probes. So let's roll the tape right now, and we'll show you a bit of the Q-Mark line. That's right. I'm here in the booth with Mark Osterstock of Q-Mark. And Mark, what it is you guys do?
We manufacture Styli for industrial metrology. These are probes that go on machine tools and coordinate measuring machines. We've been doing this for 25 years. We make them for all different varieties of probing systems. Everything is made in Southern California and available overnight.
And I understand part of the thing that makes you guys a little bit unique is that you do custom probes, and you do actually, and your turnaround is really fast, right?
That's right. Yeah, about 80% of our business is standard catalog items. About 20% of our business is custom probes. These can vary from as many as one of a kind to several of the same kind, but they're all different, and we make hundreds of them every year.
Okay, and you have some of your probes out that you're going to show us today, right?
That's right. That's right. We have a new product here at the show that we're introducing here. It's called Diamond Tip Styli. These are Styli that have real diamonds affixed to the ends. The advantage of a diamond stylus is it will never wear out. Diamonds are forever. Everyone knows that slogan. These tips will never wear out. They do not attract material that they are measuring, nor will they scratch materials. So in many ways, they are the ideal material for CMM Styli.
And so people will request diamond Styli over ruby. Ruby's a typical one, right?
Yeah, ruby is a typical one, but ruby, believe it or not, even though it's the second hardest material on Earth, is soft enough that it will wear over time. So the diamond Styli solved that problem. May I show them to you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
These are the diamond Styli. There are basically two kinds. This one that is clear is a solid diamond. This one that's darker is diamond coated. These are better for highly abrasive materials like aircraft alloys, Inconel, and so forth. The diamond coated Styli are better for soft materials like aluminum and brass. They come in 5 diameters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 millimeter. They can be any length and any diameter base. These are brand new this year.
And the same the same options and so forth that are available with ruby, I'm assuming, it's just the tip that's different.
It's just another sphere on the end of a stick.
Exactly. All right, terrific. Yeah. What else did you want to show us today?
Well, I'd like to introduce Clint Clark. He's our manufacturing manager, and he's devised an ingenious method of letting people design their own custom probes online. It's called our Custom Probe Builder. It's available online on the Q-Mark website, which is www.cmms.com, and it allows the users to go online and design exactly what they want. They hit a button, and it's submitted to us for quotation immediately. So I'd like to leave it over to Clint to give you a demo.
All right, Clint, hey, nice to meet you.
You too.
All right, terrific, take us away.
Okay, so this is the Custom Probe Builder that I designed for our website. And really what this does is it allows our users to visualize their custom designs before they send it to us. That way, if there's dimensions that just look strange, they will know right away. Because frequently, there'll be a typo or something when they submit for a custom quote. And this actually it's a visualization so that they can do it right online. So they just pick the thread that they want, and it's dynamic. So as you're changing the numbers, the actual solid model that you see in front of you is changing. So that's the visualization of the custom probe, and they can go through here and change numbers, and they see it change right there on the screen.
So they're kind of visually building the probe right in front of them on the screen and putting the specs that they need?
Yes.
And then is that submitted directly into the ordering process, or?
Yes, so what they do, once they have all the dimensions here and they select their materials, their thread type, they can hit the submit button, which will bring up an information page for them to enter as much information. All that we require is their email address, so we know how to get a hold of them. They don't want to waste a bunch of time filling out a bunch of stuff. They just fill in their email address. I'll just put mine in here as an example. Send design. You get a confirmation page, then we get a copy of an email, you get the same copy of the email, so you can verify what we got. It's literally the exact same email. So from there, we give you a quote, and you'll hear from us within a day.
Wow, and what kind of turnaround do you guys have typically?
Typically, we can turn custom probes around in a day. As long as there's not too much variation, we can easily turn around a probe in a day.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's really fast.
Yes, it is. That's one of the things we pride ourselves in, is the customer service that we provide.
Okay, and what else were you going to take a look at today?
Mark has some other new product that he'd like to show you.
I'll come back over here to Mark.
These are machine tool styli. A lot of people wonder what these white shafts are. This is actually industrial ceramic, and there's a ball on the end, and believe it or not, these are designed to break, because these are attached to a very expensive probe head, and if there's a machine collision, we want this to break before it damages the rest of the machine. This is an $85 item. The machine is a lot more expensive than that.
So I never knew that. So the purpose of ceramic styli is to break.
Exactly. The technical name is a mechanical fuse. This is a very fast-growing segment of our market, because nearly every machine tool that's being offered here for sale has some kind of probing system on it, and invariably they crash. So when they crash, our phone rings and they need another probe immediately, which is another reason that we specialize in offering overnight delivery. So this is called a machine tool stylus, and we are seeing phenomenal growth in this product line.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. One of your other guys was talking to me earlier, and he had said the same thing, is that there's a lot of growth in machine tool probes. Why is that, do you think?
Well, it's a lot more efficient. If you can inspect the machine on the part, rather than taking it off the machine to inspect it, it saves a lot of time. Also, these are used to identify if the part is in the right position on the machine before it's machined. It has a lot of different applications.
Oh, great. Okay. What else?
Well, let's see. Can we talk about the shoes?
The shoes, the ruby slippers. Yeah, let's definitely talk about the ruby slippers. Some of you have probably seen some of the advertising for Q-Mark that has the ruby slippers. We actually have a pair of ruby slippers right in front of us here.
These are a big attention getter. We always bring them to shows.
Got to show the heels there.
Yeah, these started out as an advertising idea for a print ad, and so we took a shoe and photoshopped a stylus onto the heel, and ran a print ad in one of our trade magazines. The response was phenomenal. No one had ever seen anything quite like it. So we took the advertisement, the two-dimensional advertisement, to a show, and several people said, "Hey, you got to make a pair of those shoes." So we did. We actually made a pair of the shoes, and at our next show, we hired a model to wear them. And again, everybody loved them. They wanted to have their picture taken with them. So now we take them back to shows because we're known as the Ruby Shoe People. So it's an interesting story about how an advertising idea became reality.
And you know, I since we're talking about something that you guys are known for, I understand that you guys are also known for your customer service.
That's correct. As both Clint and I have emphasized, we have overnight delivery. We also have an unconditional guarantee. If it breaks, we'll fix it.
That's fantastic. I mean, that's really good stuff.
Exactly.
So I've seen a lot of, so we've looked at your diamond styli, your ceramic styli. Obviously you got a big selection of ruby styli and the slippers there. What else can you show us?
These are carbon fiber styli. You're probably familiar with carbon fiber. This is the same stuff they make, for example, golf clubs out of. It's very stiff. You can't bend it, but it is incredibly lightweight. Here, hold it.
Oh, jeez. It doesn't weigh anything.
It doesn't weigh a thing. And what we pair it with a titanium base and some kind of a ball. In this case, it's a ruby ball, and it's light as a feather. The reason it's light as a feather is that many probing systems have a weight limitation. So if you put too much weight on the probe, it's going to false trigger. The carbon fiber allows a lot longer probe, a lot more robust probe without the danger of false triggering on the probe system.
And I imagine on longer probes, less deflection, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because the material is so stiff, and it virtually floats away.
Very cool. All right, well, Mark Osterstock from QMark, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, that's our show for today.